And to bring it home to where we began, how did this all begin? With Ahab. Elijah was the answer to Ahab, just as Moses was the answer to Pharaoh. Mordecai and Esther were the answer to Haman. Paul was the answer to Nero. Elijah was the answer. So when you look what is happening in the world and all the what a big problem, we get wrapped up in the problem, and we get wrapped up in our problems and wrapped up in that. Wait a minute. You are to be the answer in God. Messiah is the answer. Messiah is in us. He's chosen you to be here to be the answer. Elijah was the answer to the problem in God. It was God in Elijah. So if things are bad, it does not hinder us. It allows us to be the answer. Without a problem, you don't see the answer really. So our times are here for us to be the answer. So stop being fearful. Stop being discouraged. Stop being focused on the problem as if it's your problem. It's not. You are the answer. In this age, in every part of your life, see yourself not as one who's got problems, but as the one who has the answer to the problem. And it was not only that, in a sense, of course it was God, but in a sense, it was Ahab who caused Elijah. Because Ahab was the one who allowed Elijah to manifest, as he did. It's the challenge that brings out and allows you to manifest. When you look at the greatest stories, the greatest accounts, the greatest biographies, they almost always have an Ahab or a Haman or a Nero or a Hitler or a war or something. Look at those who were considered the greatest presidents. Some of them, Washington, Lincoln, Roosevelt. They all had wars. The ones who didn't have wars, it was harder to be great. There were some who were, but it's hard to be great. Look at the greatest stories of believers. Generally those who were persecuted, martyrs. It was a Hitler that allowed for a Corrie ten Boom, produced that, or allowed her to become great and to become who she was meant to be. It was a Stalin who allowed for a Richard Wurmbrand or to become great, allowed to become manifest for the person he was always born to be anyway. And it was a Nero and a Roman Empire and a Sanhedrin that allowed a Paul to become who he was meant to be. Great. And so in the days of Elijah, these are the days that produce greatness. Everything that's done against believers is another chance to become great, to become radical, the revolutionary, the one who goes against the flow. These are the days of Elijah. They are there to produce Elijahs. Let the darkness manifest your light. Don't be overcome by the problem. Take that problem and say, this is gonna manifest. I'm gonna manifest God's power here. Let the battle manifest the victory in you. Let the ungodliness manifest the God in you. Let Baal manifest the Lord in you. Let the pressure manifest the miracle. Let the evil manifest Messiah. Let the challenge that is in your, not just in the culture, but in your life, manifest the greatness of God. Use this, use the age, use the problem, use this to become great. Use it to become the person you were meant to be. Use the challenge, use the attacks in your life, use the fight, use everything, use every Ahab, Jezebel, and Baal to become Elijah. The Elijah you were meant to be.
To find out how you can receive more of Jonathan's teachings, to receive special free gifts, or get in touch, go to hopeoftheworld.org or call toll-free 1-800-YESHUA-1. That's hopeoftheworld.org or call 1-800-YESHUA-1. That's 1-800-937-4821. You can also get more at Jonathan Cahn's Facebook page or write us direct at Hope of the World, Box 1111, Lodi, New Jersey 07644, USA. Hope of the World is dedicated to the goal of spreading God's Word and salvation to every land and people. We do this by spreading the Word throughout the world and sponsoring compassion projects to the most poor and needy around the earth. To get in touch or have a part in God's work, just write to Hope of the World, Box 1111, Lodi, New Jersey 07644, USA. Or go to hopeoftheworld.org or call 1-800-YESHUA-1. That's 1-800-937-4821.